So recently everybody saw my bruising makeup that I'm doing for Faces of Halloween, and I just wanted to get on here and show you how I did that. Because that was the number one question. It would be like, oh my god, that's so real, how did you do that? So I decided to go ahead and do a tutorial on how I do my bruising and the products that I used during that makeup. Today we'll be going over 3 different types of bruising. Some that are on dead bodies, and that maybe the skin is raising instead of healing. A fresh bruise that has recently made contact but did not break the skin, and one that is in the middle of processing healing on an alive body. Today we're using the Pro Mat by LA Girl. I did get this at a cheap store, but it's okay. And then I'm using the Wet n Wild Wild Hearts palette, but really all you need is you're gonna need a good yellow, a good purple, nice tan brown, like a darker tan brown, not a cool brown, a warm brown, right? And sometimes I will use a little bit of pink, little bit of green, depending on what kind of bruising we're doing. And I'm going to show you how to layer that today. And that's really all you need. So we're going to go ahead and put some makeup on our sponge here. Foundation is really going to soak up all of your powder, so. And yeah, I'm using a dirty sponge. Come at me, bro. Yes, my skin tone and my foundation do not match. There's a reason for that. But I use cream color palette for my beauty makeup. And this acts as a warmer skin tone for my face. Now that we have that, let me grab my brush out. I just take a paper towel, make sure that it's clean from before. It has the ridges. There's no reason to get those silicone things if you have paper towels. First thing we're gonna layer is some of that warm tan brown, right? And I'm not doing a lot, but wherever I want this bruising makeup to be, I'm gonna layer it down as the first. We're doing 3 bruises, as you can see. Then what I'm going to do, right back onto the paper towel. Make sure it's all clean before I start using it to buff. We don't want to lay down any more color than we have here, because it's just the base of a bruise. It's supposed to give you, see that layer of color in the beginning. It shows you where that item hit. So here, this might be a bar, right? This over here looks like it was like a child's toy. Thinking like a car. This over here, probably somebody's fish. You got a knuckle, and you got a finger coming out of it. And I'm gonna go right back into that paper towel. Now we're gonna come from there, we're gonna straight into the yellow, because we're gonna lay over the top of that brown. And we're gonna smudge. We're gonna lay over the top of that brown. In the direction of whatever would have hit you. So, say I was doing a pull here, so I'm taking my yellow, set that aside for a second, taking my yellow and I'm just dabbing over the top in the same direction, and then I rub. It's a car, so I'm going to go around the edges, right? Oh, let me pick up some more of that yellow. Just around the edges, if it's a car, you know, like a cloud lining. Boom, rub, rub. You can already see how those are starting to build up. Now we're going to dip into that purple. And this is just a typical bruise. So now I'm going to focus on the bar And then we'll move on to these to give you more options on how to decay your bruising. So I'm going to go into that nice flat purple. I'm going to take some off because it's going to be way too rough. It's going to go around the edge here for these. This one, it's a bar. Just like we put it on top, we're going to line the bottom. So pick, did it get hit from this side? Did it get hit from that side? Pick the side you want your bruising to pop up on. And you're going to take the purple and you're just going to dab across underneath. And then, of course, if there's a tip to that, whatever he got hit with, boom, goes up there. You can see how that defines the bruise a little bit. I'm just smudging out. And see that makeup underneath is already getting lighter as we go. This one, the car, like it has the windows and stuff, so the edging is probably going to be in the center that you want to highlight. And then I said sometimes I use pink, right? So you can use that pink color. Okay, let me go ahead and get it on the towel so you can see it. That pink color, I'm going to dab a little bit off. Here, I would probably put it like coming right here through the brown to give some red color. This just happened, you know? But maybe it didn't just happen. Maybe we're going to move over here. We're going to say this decayed a little bit. Get the purple on the top there. I'm going to come back in with just a little bit more yellow on this one. If we're decaying, it's getting more and more yellow. So we're going to go around the outside now with that yellow. And then I'm going to add some green. Dipping into my green, I'm going to make sure there's not too much. It's a deeper green. So just want to come in, lightly hit the edges of that. Right now we've got, this should be on a dead body. If it's starting to go green, bruises don't heal, they rot over time. That should not have shimmer in it. But as you can see, you just come up here with some of this shadow. Boom. And I didn't put any foundation over here. I should have went more in the middle for this one. That's how you do a rotting bruise. You can see it's coming up on the edges instead of healing. And then we want to do a bruise that maybe opened up at one point, right? So we're going to go back into that pink for this final bruise on this side, right there. We're going to go straight over where we put that brown. Right, and you can see that right there. You want to do pink, not red for bruising. Red will signify blood is still there. I want to see if I can get it from a different angle. And then I'm going to take my smaller brush, this one right here, I'm going to run it over the towel. Uh-oh, I did not clean this last time. I'm just going to run it, because I'm going to use black again anyway. I'm just going to run it over this towel and then use it to create that inch line. And I'm going to rub it until it kind of, you see some direct lines in there. You know that this was probably a round surface at one point and then a long surface on the bottom. You get those shadows in there. Boom. Start seeing the raised skin there Brush away some of the excess. And now is when I will take a cream color. This is for a more fresh, more... This just happened. Didn't quite break the skin look. This cream palette is the Spirit 24 cream palette. Just gonna take some of that off because I don't want a whole thing of it. I'm just gonna go right above this line here. Right, and then I'm gonna rub that in. And I'm gonna go right underneath the black lines over here because, like, again, this is like a kid's toy car. Boom. Perfect. And that's it. 3 different levels of bruising.